Hi, this is Tracie Collins of Healthy Black Girl Podcast, a weekly podcast centered around Black women and all aspects of our mental, emotional, spiritual, sexual, and physical health and healing. Come join us on this journey. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Healthy Black Girl Podcast. I am your host, Tracie Collins.
Welcome back, and I am your host, Kayla.
What's up, Kay?
Hey.
So you guys, we were scheduled to do one show and, we had to change gears. So we actually decided to do a lighter segment, a lighter episode. Kayla didn't feel like delving deep and going deep. So she decided to come up with this one off the cuff, and I actually like it. So we're calling it the Social Media Show.
I don't know. For some reason, shit show just came to my head when you said that.
Shit show, the Social Media Shit Show. So that is the name of the show today. So that is a tongue twister, by the way. So the Social Media Shit Show. And what that means is if you ain't showing it, you ain't got it. Like, yeah. Is that what it is?
It's like Instagram in particular makes you feel like you always have to be doing something. And if you don't show it, then you ain't got it.
Let's break them down by platform.
Okay.
Let's break them down. So we can cover like Facebook, we can cover Instagram, and we can cover TikTok. How about that?
So let's go with what order do we want to put this in? You want to put this in the least to most entertaining, or let's just start with Facebook?
I think Facebook is the OG of the group. It's been here the longest.
Mm-hmm.
It has the monopoly on database, pretty much, as far as like selling your information to the government.
Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of reminds me, I want to say in particular, like just for old people, but
that's how I feel.
Not necessarily.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. But, okay.
Not necessarily because it is the OG. It's like everybody is on Facebook. So it's a great way to connect with maybe somebody you went to high school with, family members that are like across the country or whatever. That's a good place. But Facebook, as far as like interaction, I only get like bingo vibes.
Bingo. When I tell you the only reason I am on Facebook now is for the groups.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, I am only on Facebook now for the groups. I'm not on Facebook to, commune or to have camaraderie with people who are my quote unquote friends. I am not on Facebook for that reason. I'm in these specialized groups on Facebook. And that's it. Facebook gives me bingo vibes. It gives me old people. It gives me pray for me, such and such just died. It really, it's like if you are on Facebook, it's like the graveyard of social media.
But I've noticed like even you can find a Facebook of mine, but I haven't been on there in like 10 years. So I have no idea what the login information is. Those pictures are old, but the people that are in my age range that are still on Facebook, they use it like Twitter. So how Twitter, you can just type something, like write something really quick and, clear your mind or vent. That's what I'll get from going through their Facebook. Like they just have a whole bunch of thoughts kind of scrolling, but it still gives me like, I don't want to be at this party. I'm ready to go.
I don't want to go there. I don't want to be over there. I am in plant groups. I'm definitely in travel groups. And it's only for my company, like that, my companies. That's it. That is it. That's all. That's it.
I like it for the groups too, but like Facebook Marketplace, kind of how people use OfferUp or something. I find more stuff on Facebook Marketplace. So I guess I'll use it for the resources that it has or the different like ways you can kind of do it. But as far as it in general and in a whole, I'm like, yeah, no.
Okay. So IG.
IG used to be so fun. Oh my God, IG used to be so fun and like interactive, and you can just go ahead and post. I will say the great thing about it is if you utilize it for business, it's a great way to build your business or to build your brand if you really go hard at it. Now, a lot of people have been discovered on Instagram, which is really good, but just every day overall, it's like you have to be dressed up or you ain't got nothing going on or you ain't doing nothing or you don't get as much likes or engagement if you're not really like
aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, and then it's like if you don't show it, you don't have it. So it's like if you're not showing all the money or the properties or the designer or you out to eat here or you traveling here, it's like you're not doing anything with your life. And
doing it for the gram.
That part is like, really, y'all? And then you'll have more views in your story than more likes on your picture. So it's like everybody just kind of watching you and just trying to see and be nosy.
I definitely get more views on my stories than I get likes on my pictures.
Yeah.
Definitely get more views. Mm-hmm. There are people who look at my stories who I ain't talked to in a good 10 years.
Yeah, but they don't like nothing at all.
They don't like shit.
Nope.
One time I posted in my stories, I see y'all watching.
Yeah, I'll do that too. Cause it's like faithfully, they might be the first one who watches my stuff, the first one or the first couple people, but they won't like it. They won't share. They won't comment. They won't like the picture. Nothing at all.
Nothing.
And it's like, I can have hundreds of views in my Insta story, but if I post something, it's like, where y'all at now? I know y'all see it. So it just makes it feel like you have to be doing something. And then that kind of makes me feel like everybody tries to one up each other or one up their following, if that makes sense. And it's so like, I don't like that energy. It's like kind of messy or high school clicky.
Very high school
energy. It's just like, I don't like that.
Very, very high school. Instagram definitely gives me high school. And then the C. So let me tell you about this story. And so on my business page, on one of my business pages, like we have a ton of press. Like we have like, GMA, CNN Health, NBC Today, Parents, Black Love. Like we have a ton of legitimate press. So when we submitted to be verified, they said we didn't have enough press. And it was like what it told me and showed me then it's a popularity contest.
Yeah.
Our following is in the, we have over 40,000 followers.
Over 40,000.
It's like, I think now it's at 42.6. And so, and then I get on there and I go live and, I have good live traction. I could be a little bit more consistent, but, great press, reputable sources.
But yeah, they're going to verify the woman who got the glue in her hair when she was the
Gorilla Glue.
Yep. But she got it.
And we over here trying to alleviate Black maternal, death in this country. And we can't get verified worth shit. And the CEO, Adam somebody of Instagram, he gets on every Monday and he gives updates. And I only feel that he has done that recently because of the popularity of Twitter.
TikTok.
Sorry. Yeah, TikTok. We'll talk about Twitter and we'll also talk about YouTube as well. But the popularity of TikTok. But IG definitely makes you feel like if you aren't beautiful, if you're not aesthetically pleasing, if you ain't out there hustling and getting it and don't have a lot of consumption, then you
don't
ain't
have anything going on. And it also, it's like, go ahead.
No, go.
So it's like, to go back to what you said, is if you're not out there grinding or getting it, people mistake that for, I gotta be maybe hustling in the streets, or I gotta have this nightlife going on, this kind of fast-paced life going on. And that means I'm doing something, I'm getting to it. And it's like, don't knock the people who are in a 9-to-5, or don't knock the people who are working their own businesses and trying to do that. Everything is a job, and you're gonna have sleepless nights. And as long as you're getting money, however you're gonna get your money, that's you getting it. And it kind of makes
safely and legally, y'all. Safely and legally.
Safely.
We don't want, we don't want to.
Safely and legally. But it's like, it doesn't, it comes across like not your importance, but kind of people.
Your relevance.
Yeah,
you're not relevant enough.
Exactly. And that can be very kind of discouraging. And what I've noticed is people start to get so consumed with Instagram that it takes on their identity. Like, oh, if they're not getting enough likes and they don't feel good about themselves, or if I don't look like this and I don't feel good, and they internalize it. And it's like, it's not even like that. You are doing amazing in whatever lane that you are in. You are doing amazing. Keep going. And because just social media, the shit show, because it's not giving you, your feedback that you want, it can get discouraging. And it's just like, I don't like the way it's going.
But it definitely plays on your insecurities. Yeah. That's why it's good to detach. And IG brought that energy in. IG brought that negative wave in. Like Mark Zuckerberg, we all know, like, he sold our shit to the government, and privacy really never was, but it really isn't. Right. Especially because of Facebook. And he also owns Facebook and WhatsApp. But IG really brought in, let's play on your insecurities. If you are not beautiful, what's considered the standard of beauty, if you aren't, moving at the pace of what we consider or deem successful, then you aren't worthy.
Yeah, and that gets so, like, I had to delete it for a long time and just kind of take a break from it. And so what my feed that I have to adjust now, it's starting to be like the news. So I stopped watching the news because it was so depressing. In the first like 15 minutes of the news, 10-15 minutes, it's all death. It's all death and shooting from all over the place. My feed is starting to be like that now, and I don't like that. So now I have to go back and kind of fix that and everything. But it's starting to be like, it's either so showy or something so negative is going on. And if you're constantly giving that the screen time to yourself, is not good for your mental and your subconscious. It's like you're taking that in whether you think about it or not. And it's just good to detach. Like, okay, the world, everybody's on their phone, everybody's doing something. Just go out, touch some grass, like calm down, do something. Because I needed a minute to like, okay, I'm not about to just sit here and post or be consumed with it or get these notifications and be tempted to look or whatever the case may be. So
I don't have the notification alerts on my phone.
Not for Instagram?
No, I don't have any notification alerts on my phone. I don't even have our family chat. I have everybody on mute.
Well, that makes sense. That part makes sense, because just how you are, you're like, I don't want to be bothered. But that's actually good not to have any notifications on there too. And then I actually saw something. It was on TikTok actually, and it was a post about, or a little video clip about them adjusting their notifications that pop up. Like
I turn all my notifications on.
Yeah, it's like, if it's not important to me, if I don't want to be distracted, or if it's not a priority, then I'm just going to turn it off. Because of course you're tempted to look at it and to see what's going on.
Right.
Now, TikTok, on the other hand, I love it.
I do. I didn't think I was going to like TikTok. And I was like, okay, this is going to like go away like Snapchat and like Periscope kind of faded. But baby,
I love it. I love it. And I could post more myself, but it's so relatable. It's funny. You got old people on there. You got young
crackheads.
Yeah, I was just gonna say crackheads on there. You have everybody and everything.
I love it.
In their raw stage of it. So hair a mess, you ain't got no makeup on, you can be, they just are whatever. You have single moms on there, like just making a day out of there with their kids or just whatever. I love it.
You can grow your businesses. You can, I don't know how to get back on old people TikTok. I'm trying to get back on old people TikTok, because when I tell you, they was giving me my life. They don't care about nothing. And when I love me some old people TikTok. what else? Like, what's your? But the cooking tutorials are good. Like just the education is
Mhm,
good. Like you just get a gamut, a wide gamut of just authenticity,
mhm.
and you get a wide gamut of humor. You get a wide gamut of like people at work. What I like seeing, and you know, you wouldn't think about it, but newscasters will have their phones streaming on TikTok live, them behind the scenes, and
Uh-uh.
just them, and you know, because when they're on, but when you know they're not, they just chilling. And so that's just, it's a good juxtaposition of seeing them in their element.
Mhm. And it makes you
Yeah,
it makes you also kind of feel welcome. Like there's so many
yeah.
videos like, girl, if you don't
My
just post
videos
this
don't get no
stuff,
traction.
yes, they do. Yes,
No,
they do.
they don't.
Your following
I
is
mean,
grown up. I said, okay, look
child,
at you with your
my
likes
follower,
and
I got like
comments.
500 followers.
No way. Before you only had like one something.
I have
So,
like 500. People will be like, yeah, whatever. I
but
don't care.
it makes you like, just post it. Somebody gonna feel
Yeah.
it. Just do it. And
Yep.
it's so
It sure does.
supportive. It's so
Yeah.
encouraging. It's so like, girl, if you don't just post this, or guy, if you don't just do it, just do it. And it's
Right.
so kind of welcoming. And even if you don't get, like you said, a lot of traction at first, it's just fun and it's a good release. And you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to feel like somebody is going to comment
Pressure.
on yeah, you don't have to pressure, somebody's going to relate to it. And if you use it for business, they all, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook can all go hand in hand, and you can recycle, reels and posts and all that good stuff. But if you're just using it,
Oh, I'm a good draw up a
oh,
video on TikTok, sharing a reel on
let me,
Instagram, girl.
yeah, that's what I just told you the other day. It's like you don't post regular pictures no more. Like it's all TikTok reels. Like, but it's
But I
good,
do.
if you want to use it in that sense, and you can grow your Instagram that way. You can grow, like my Instagram is growing because of TikTok. If you link it, or people link their YouTube and not their Instagram
Mm-hmm.
to it, and traction that way. So it's good for that. But it makes you just feel so, it's, first of all, it's hilarious.
It
And it just,
is.
it's
It's
so
really
so
funny.
funny. And it's so, there's somebody out there going through the same shit you're going through.
Right. It's so funny. I do. I surprise my, like everybody in our house is on TikTok to some degree. And
Yep.
we all share. And the thing is, like, you get real sensitive if you share your TikToks with somebody and they don't look or respond. Like
Yeah.
you start feeling some kind of way.
I get upset because if I share my TikToks with you, I love you a lot. And if you don't like
It's
that,
real
that's how you,
personal.
yeah, that's how you know that I really, really care about you. If I'm sending you TikToks and you don't like it or respond to it, or I feel some kind of way, like, do we got a problem?
Right. Okay, so now they just started 10-minute videos because they're starting to give YouTube a run for their money.
When I'm still on
Yeah, I got a
3-minute
notification.
videos.
No, no, no. I got a notification on my phone saying we're introducing 10-minute videos now. So like you had to hit OK to to proceed.
Maybe I
Yeah,
should let you start reading those pop-ups, because I just be pressing okay. But
girl.
I'm still on 3 minutes. Because I know they had 5 minutes, and I never got
Hmm.
that feature. I don't know how to do that. Maybe I have to update it, I guess. But
Maybe we're not popular. I can't even go live yet. You got to have 1,000 people to go live. I'm
oh yeah,
trying to get my 1,000.
I
So if
can go
y'all
live.
hear us out there, please follow us on TikTok. So we'll forget you. I mean, you could like see anyway. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so let's talk about YouTube.
Oh, my long lost love I need to tap into. So I
Yeah,
actually watch
same.
YouTube more
I'm
than
addicted.
like TV
Any oh
shows now. I'm
yeah.
a binge
Uh,
watcher, and I love to binge watch stuff. But lately I've been like, let me just go on YouTube and kind of just watch all this. And then
all I do.
yeah, and it's so YouTube University. You know how much stuff you can learn on YouTube?
Baby, when I tell you I learned everything I know about planting and gardening on YouTube, I learned everything I know about real estate investing. So when I went and got my real estate license years and years and years ago, I went, and did a full training and everything. But as far as real estate investing, all of that is straight YouTube and being a part of like Bigger Pockets and listening to Bigger Pockets. I love Bigger Pockets. If y'all hear this, please follow, and they ain't even paying me to say this. Bigger Pockets podcast changed my life when it comes to real estate investing. Like just the strategies, everything that you need to know. I love Real Estate Rookie from Bigger Pockets, YouTube all damn day. And
Mhm.
then like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's also why I stay gone in my head because I'm
yep,
always on it.
university. But you also, oh yeah, because people are living, traveling, and recording. It's so easy to they make it look so easy to just record it and post it. Of course, you have to edit it and everything, but a lot of people have been doing it for years, and they're saying that they
Yeah.
just now started to monetize off it, maybe like 2 years later or a year later, but they were still consistent on it. They just still
Hmm.
just posted your video. And I love it because you
Yeah.
can make it whatever you want your channel to be, you can make it that, and
Right.
you're going to educate or enlighten somebody else in the process. So I actually think of it because I learned stuff on TikTok too. TikTok's like the community college, and then you got YouTube University. Like so they, it's
That's
like
a good
put it
way.
like that
I like
because
that.
you can learn
TikTok
stuff
is
from both.
community college, and then you like you get your prerequisites out of the way. You get your 2 years done,
Yeah,
then you move on and you go to the like
exactly.
the university.
Exactly. Your courage kind of builds up if you posting a lot. You get your momentum and your flow. It's like, okay, you know what? Now let me go for real. But just
Right.
if you're from a viewer's perspective, you learn
And then
so much
TikTok
on
teach you
YouTube.
how to edit and
Yep.
like so you can like graduate and YouTube edit, content creator studio. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, but I watch it so much now that it's just, and if you have to think about it, the videos are, maybe you'll find a video that's an hour long, but they're like what, 12 minutes, 10 minutes long with so much
Mhm.
information in that short amount of time. You guys
Mhm.
got 10 minutes, like you have 12 minutes to just sit down
I've
and
learned so much. I can't believe how much I learned. I research and learn so
Mhm.
much on YouTube. I can't believe it. Like and this is why I'm always like feeding my brain is because of YouTube. Is if I'm not listening to Audible, as far as feeding my brain and education, then I'm listening to a podcast, and usually podcasts can now be found on YouTube as well. So I'm able to listen to it through YouTube
Yeah, it's
and
so.
then other stuff too.
And then the reason why I say it's something that I have to tap into is because it is lucrative and it is something that you can monetize off of, and it can be a great other stream of income. So just
Right.
actually really taking that seriously is something that I keep telling myself I am going to do and I will do, but that's what I meant as far as that. But just from a viewer standpoint, they learn so much.
So if you guys are listening to us on Spotify or Apple or Google, then please make sure you follow Healthy Black Girl Podcast on YouTube. And Kayla and I are also launching our individual YouTube channels as well. So we will make that announcement too.
And if you are, of course, you're going to see this on Instagram, but make sure in the comments you also let us know what you want to hear more of, or if you actually think that we should do more. Okay, we're about to talk more about YouTube, or let's post more on YouTube or make these a little bit longer. So just let us know that. But I love social media is just different. And I kind of think the older I get, the more I'm kind of drawn to, I don't know, TikTok's winning.
TikTok,
I'm not
well,
playing bingo.
YouTube and TikTok for me.
Yeah.
YouTube
YouTube
and
too.
TikTok.
I'm not playing bingo yet. I'm not there.
Yeah, I can't. I just be over there because honestly, I be over there because it's something that I learned on YouTube that I gotta go on Facebook to make sure that I become a part of in one way or another.
So let's get into Twitter. Does anybody use Twitter?
I think that's a great way to end this segment.
It's like the odd one
That's a
out.
great like I just think like Twitter is for like them celebrities and shit who like feel like they have to be connected to Twitter. Oh, Elon Musk, because he's like buying Twitter, what, 44 million dollars, like
Yeah. And
40
what
million.
what
Like,
does that really mean though? Because he said something about it going private.
I don't know. I'm not on Twitter. I got one, but I ain't on that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know.
But there's
I
so
don't
much
know.
I could tweak so much online to make it look like I have a Twitter, and I'm reposting my tweet and I'm not even on Twitter. So I don't, no.
Are y'all on Twitter? Please drop us, like, leave a comment and let us know, because where we at? What we doing?
Right.
What we doing?
What's your guys' go-to social media? How do you feel?
Right.
What are drawn to the most? For us, it's TikTok and YouTube.
TikTok and YouTube, hands down, all damn day.
Community college and the university.
That part. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this episode of Healthy Black Girl Podcast. I am Tracie.
And I am Kayla, and we cannot wait to meet you again.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Healthy Black Girl Podcast. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms as Healthy Black Girl Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. And you can follow me personally, Tracie Collins, on Instagram. See you next time.